Hi there, welcome to the channel or welcome back. My name is Angela and today I have a vintage pattern haul to share with you guys. If that sounds interesting, stick around. So just a few weeks back, I saw this really cute short video from Mimi G. She had on this cute little McCalls skirt and it totally sold me on it. I had to have that pattern. So from what I could tell, it wasn't available. It was out of print, so it wasn't available on simplicity.com. So I went on the search. I found it in a few places. It was pretty readily available. I found it for a great price on eBay from a seller, and I am forgetting her name right here, but I'll put it up here, and I'll also leave a link to her eBay store in the description below. She was having like a summer sale. I've never bought from her before. She had, from what I remember, maybe hundreds, if not thousands of sewing patterns. So in order to make it as economically valuable as I could to take advantage of shipping, I decided to put a few other patterns into my cart, and a few ended up being 10 or 12. Then about a week later, I got this in the mail. I haven't opened it yet. So I'm going to do that here, do the unboxing here right on the channel with you guys. And I'm going to share with you each pattern and what my thoughts are. And I'll save it for the last, look at that McCalls skirt that Mimi G unknowingly and inadvertently convinced me that I needed to have in my life. Let's jump in. I'm just going to very carefully open this. I apologize in advance if there's a bunch of crinkling from this packaging. I really don't want to cut any of these patterns, and I don't know how they're packaged inside. So I'm just going to use caution. There we go. I have a good opening now. I can just slide it right down. Also, kind of really missing garment sewing. If you've been hanging out with me this year, then you know like my whole sewing life has turned into quilts this year, which I'm enjoying. Don't get me wrong, I am enjoying it greatly, but I'm really missing garment sewing. I'm looking across my room over there at a dress that I have in progress that I can't wait to get back to. I couldn't pass up these opportunities to do some custom quilting for some family members. So that's what's been consuming me in the sewing room. So these patterns are going to kind of keep me in touch with garment sewing. I'm telling myself that. We all know it's a pattern addiction. So let's open it up a little bit for easier access. All right. And I'm thinking it must have been 12. I thought I had purchased 10. But there are 12 in here. So I did get them for half off. So that was, you know, not a bad deal. I don't know if she's still having that sale or not. Like I mentioned, I will link her eBay store below. In fact, I think it's, her name's on here, Candy Geller, if I'm saying that right. But I'll link it in case you guys want to take a look. So these are all like big 4 patterns, of course. If you're ready, let's start looking at these. There's a lot. I'll put pictures of each pattern as I talk about it up here so that I can hold the pattern and read from it or tell you what I liked about it. And you can still have a good view up here. So this first one is Simplicity 3506. And it might be kind of hard for me to tell what the dates are. So she packaged these really well. Each pattern is in its own plastic overwrap, so that's really nice. Keeps the pattern envelope from getting damaged. I'm just going to go ahead and take it out of there because I won't store them that way. So this is Simplicity 3506, and I'll put the dates of publication up here because I need more light and but I need more light and a magnifying glass to read that little print there to tell you the year. But this is it's like a mini capsule wardrobe, like a career type wardrobe, easy to sew. What I really liked about it was the dress A, which is right there, and I'll put a blow up of that here so you can see that. But I also like the top, which is kind of very similar to the dress, just a little bit shorter, of course. And I think that if and when I make this, it'll be that dress. Next up, we have Simplicity 2539. This is another little ensemble. And again, this one, the dress is what sold me. I love the squared off neckline, and I like how it's fuller at the bottom. So I know that means it's going to be a fabric hog to have that kind of voluminous skirt, but I really, really like that. I think it could be, if you do the shorter version, it could be such a really cute summer dress. I also love how the model has worn it as a jumper with a turtleneck underneath. I think that that's really cute too. I'm not too crazy about the jacket or the topper. It has these seams that kind of go like this. That's not doing too much for me, but the dress alone is worth the price of admission on this one. Let's see what the fabrics are. I apologize, I didn't do that. Let's go back to this first one. I'm a terrible pattern reviewer. Okay, so back to this first one. The fabrics are laundered cottons, batiks, lightweight denim, sateen, crepe, suede silks / rayons, linen and linen blends. A, B, and C, which are the top, the dress, and the skirt, also in challis and double georgette. E, which is the jacket, also in damask, piqué, poplin, seersucker, twill, brocade, shantung. That's quite the range, versatile. And for the second one, the fabrics are piqué, poplin, twill, sateen, challis, crepe, silk linen. Silk linen sounds nice. I think that unless they missed the comma and it's supposed to be silk and linen, suede silk / rayon, soft lightweight linen and linen blends, lightweight wool and wool blends. C and D, which are the topper and the sleeveless little top or vest, also in brocade and taffeta. So taffeta, that's kind of an interesting fabric choice there for this. We'll keep it moving here. Next we have another Simplicity 5070, and again it's one of those all-in-one career wardrobe. It's kind of like a mini capsule. This is another easy to sew pattern. And what I loved most about this one was the sleeveless little crop top here and the pants outfit. I thought that was so cute, especially done in a linen. Let's read the fabrics here. Laundered cottons, soft, lightweight seersucker. Seersucker would be cute for that outfit too. Piqué, denim, challis, laundered silks and rayons. Silk linen, again with the... I just am not familiar with silk linen. Is that a blend? Do you guys know about that? I think that sounds like such a lovely fabric. Let's see. Shantung, soft, lightweight linen and linen blends, and matte jerseys. So I think if I'm reading this right, all of these pieces could be made out of a matte jersey. And again, I really liked that little crop top and the pants, but I also like the dress as well. And let me show you the line drawings. Actually, I'll kind of flip it up here and put the line drawings. Yeah, that's how we'll do this. We still have a few more patterns to go. So it's nice to get a system down early on. It makes the most sense. And the pants also have a pocket. I don't know if you can see that from the line drawings. It's low, about the place where a cargo pocket would be. Well, that's kind of neat. I would definitely buy from her shop again, especially if I can catch a sale. I don't know how often she's doing these sales. Like I mentioned, this was my first time to buy from her shop. Yeah, I'm pleased with my purchase. This next one is Butterick B5101, called Lifestyle Wardrobe. And what really caught my eye on this, so this is a, let me back up, it's a wrap front top and dress, all in one sleeve, pleated collar extending into front neckline, side tie, sleeve length and hem variations, mock wrap front skirt, and straight leg pants, have casing and elastic yoke. So I really liked the top on this one. I don't currently have any wrap tops or dresses, so I thought that might be fun. And I love the sleeve too, how it's all in one. And let's look at the fabrics. So top A and B, and the dress C, skirt D, and pants E, moderate stretch knits only, jersey and sweater knits. And that's it. All right, moving on. We've got McCalls M5142. This is called the Perfect Jean Classic Fit. It's a Palmer Pletch pattern. And I have never made a pair of jeans ever. So I know there's a lot of good indie jeans patterns, but I thought I would try this one or just have it on hand for when I get the urge to make a pair of jeans, because I like the Palmer Pletch patterns. Jeans in 2 lengths, have front pockets with optional coin pocket, fly front, back patch pocket, back yoke, carriers, top stitch detail, and waistband variation. And the fabrics, denim, poplin, twill, and stretch denim. All right, moving on. This is a new look pattern, 6766, and it's some athletic wear. I got this primarily for that hoodie. I thought that was really cute. I like the style of it. I like the kangaroo pocket lower down, and it looks like it has maybe a half zip here down to that pocket. Let's see what the notions are. No, there's no zipper, so I guess that's just open. I don't have great light where I'm at, so it's hard to tell, but I think that's just open there, like an open V with a drawstring at the hood. Size for stretch knits only, cotton interlock, jerseys, lightweight double knits, stretch velvet, that could be fun, 2-way stretch. A and B, which is the hoodie and the little top, like a camisole top, kind of, sort of. Also in double knits, sweatshirt, fleece, velour. And the next one is pretty similar. It's another athletic type pattern. It's Simplicity 9267. It's quite similar. This one, the hoodie's a little bit different. It's a zip front, which I like that. And what I really like are these pants. I currently have store-bought ready-to-wear pants that are very similar to this, and I wear them to work out in all the time. I have a couple of pairs. I got them at Kohl's years ago, and I've like worn them to death, and I keep thinking that I need to just take one pair, cut it apart, use it as a pattern for a new pair, because I know they fit me well, they're comfortable, and then I saw this pattern and they're almost exactly like that. So maybe I'll just try this pattern instead, or do a combination of both. We'll see. Use my current ready to wear as the pattern pieces, but do the construction just like this. And fabrics are stretch woven fabrics, nylon sport fabrics, denim, twill, laundered cottons, linen and linen blends, chambray, piqué, poplin, laundered silks / rayons, cotton interlock, jerseys, lightweight double knits. I think it's kind of interesting that it's not strictly for knits, and it doesn't really specify. If the way that I'm reading it, all those fabrics could be used for any of the pieces here. So that's kind of interesting, especially for the jacket. You could use something like a chambray, but you could also use a jersey. And next up, we have an old style pattern, 2483. This is just a coat in 2 lengths. I love this coat so much. It's so fun, stylish looking, warm. Let's see what the fabrics are. Melton Boucle felt blanket cloth, contrast collar and cuffs, also in fur fabrics, corduroy, and velvet. I have a few old style patterns, and I've made a few over my years of sewing. And at one time, they were my favorite pattern company, like many years ago. So I just couldn't resist this coat. It's so sweet. And next we have a Butterick B6223. This is a pattern that I already have. I've made it a couple of times, and my pattern has been kind of cut and used and worn, even though I have traced it once. I just wanted to have a clean copy because I know that I'll make this probably a couple more times within my lifetime. I love these. I've made the longer version and the shorter version. Love them both. And before my pattern pieces totally disintegrate, I just wanted to have a clean copy, and the price was good, so I went ahead and got it. And these are, this is by Connie Crawford, modern fit with ready-to-wear sizing. Let's see what the fabrics are. Rayon, challis, file, and ponte knits. Both of the times that I made this, I used a challis. Came out perfectly. In fact, that's I wouldn't want to make it out of anything else. So, yeah. Next up, we have a Simplicity 2189. It's another little complete wardrobe type of pattern. And what I loved about this was, again, those pants. I am just a sucker for any kind of a cargo type pant, drawstring pants, casual, easy to wear. So that's what I will be making out of this. Although the dress is really cute too. I like that a lot. Let's see. The fabrics, A and B, which is the top and the dress, sized for stretch knits only, jerseys, or two-way stretch. And C and D, which is the button down or button up top in the pants, laundered cottons, batiks, suede silks, rayons, soft lightweight linen and linen blends, lightweight denim, piqué, poplin, sateen, and twill. And C, which is the long sleeve button down top, also in challis, crepe de chine, crinkled gauze, and voile, however you say that. I like the thought of making that top in something fluid and drapey, like a crepe de chine or a challis. That sounds interesting. Two more to go. Next is Butterick B4807, called Fast and Easy. And this is just for the pants. They don't include the tops in this pattern. I just love these pants so much. They look so comfy yet stylish. And the fabrics are moderate stretch knits only, cotton knits and matte jersey. Nothing fancy, just easy to sew and easy to wear, I think. And finally, the McCalls skirt that Mimi G sold me on. The pattern that I got has the display number, which is always different from the true number of a pattern. It's R11543, but I think that the regular number of it is M8327. I'll check that and put it up here on the screen if that's not right. So this is the skirt here. It's so cute. She wore it very well, much better than I probably could ever hope to, let's be real. But still, it's really so cute. Suggested fabrics are two-way stretch knits, such as interlock and jersey, and that's it. So it looks so simple, easy to make. So that's my pattern haul. It's really getting me itching to get back to garment sewing, which won't happen probably for another month. If I didn't have a lot of other things going on in life, like most of us do, I could barrel through these quilts a little bit more quickly, but I don't want to rush it because they're not for me, and I want to do my best work. The garden's going like super strong right now and requires a lot of my time. Plus I work outside the home, so there's that. But pretty soon I'll get back to sewing up some garments, and I'll be so happy to share that with you guys. Let me know what you're working on. I'd love to hear. Comment down below. Comment down below which one of these was your favorite pattern, or which of them did you like, not like, which ones would you make? I'd love to hear from you. And thank you so much for hanging out with me here in my sewing room. I appreciate it so much. And until next time, just keep sewing.